Well, good day everyone, and thanks so much for joining me once again. Well, I'm off on my next adventure, which will be following the Darling River down through outback New South Wales. I'm currently in Goondiwindi on the New South Wales-Queensland border, and I'm heading towards Burke, which is the start of the Darling River, and then following it south down through outback New South Wales to Manindi Lakes. Really looking forward to it. There's so much to see and do on this trip, so hopefully you can come along for the ride and join me on my version of the Darling River Run. The Darling River starts roughly 38 kilometres northeast of Burke, where the Colgoa River meets the Barwon River to form the Darling River. Burke itself has a few nice old buildings and an historic jetty, but it also has the fabulous Burke Information Centre, which is located on the northern edge of town. The Information Centre has all the usual info and brochures on the local district and nearby towns, but it also has a great interactive walk-through display centre that includes a cinema that shows an animated short film on the Indigenous history of the region, as well as a comprehensive discovery journey of the colonial history of the region. I found this to be an incredible experience, and at $23 per adult, I reckon it's pretty good value too. Leaving Burke and heading south along the Darling River, I decided to stay at Trilby Station, which is about 25 kilometres south of Louth. I took the eastern road from Burke down to Louth, and most of the dirt road was in pretty good condition, and then the final 25 kilometres from Louth to Trilby Station is actually sealed. As with most outback roads, it pays to check on the condition of the roads before heading off, either on Live Traffic New South Wales or on the local council website. This is especially important if there has been recent rain in the area, as these roads can get closed really quickly. The campsite I'm at Trilby Station is called Badlands. It's one of the river campsites, it's non-powered. It's a lovely spot here, it's right on the river. The river's just behind us there. And I've just lit the fire. Each campsite here has got a fire pit. And it's really secluded and private. The nearest campsite either side would probably be at least 150 metres away, and it's quite treed as well. I've got a little bit of a gap for solar panels to charge up and for my satellite dish to operate, and it seems to be working okay. So yeah, this campsite here was really nice. For me, it's $25 a night for 2 nights. I reckon Trilby Station is a fantastic place to stay on the Darling River. And one of the standout things to me is the self-drive mud map tour that they offer. Starting at the homestead in the morning to get a quick briefing on some basic do's and don'ts, they provide a mud map and a really detailed information folder, and you head off to explore the station at your own pace. It's such a beautiful part of outback New South Wales and an incredible opportunity to learn about so many different aspects of of how an outback sheep station operates. What an amazing experience. Well, this is an old aircraft hangar. There is a runway over there. I think this hangar is now only used for storing equipment. Sometimes during major floods they bring some stuff in here to keep it dry, keep it off out of the floodwater. And an old international ute truck. Oh, this is good old double-decker bus number 2024. Same bit of days. I think it's had a bit of an accident with the roof there by the look of it. Apparently a couple of fences here on the property use this as their home for a while. And this is where it stayed. We've arrived at New Chum House on the property. It's an abandoned homestead. Some old buildings, outbuildings and stables and things like that as well. I'm just going to have a quick look through here and see what I can find. Looking in here, this building looks like it would have been the farmhands' quarters back in the day. And that looks like an old Hills hoist. It looks in remarkably good condition. And there's the homestead itself. Might go inside and have a quick look around. That's a fascinating insight into lives of a few years ago. I'm not sure when it would have been from, maybe from the 50s or 60s. It had some quite interesting memorabilia items there. Fascinating. Well, here's some of the old machinery from the Dunlop Farm, which is a little bit south of the Trilby Station, the camping area at Trilby Station. Well, I've just got back to my campsite here at Trilby Station after spending the day driving around on a self-guided tour of the property. Fantastic day, really interesting. With no knowledge of how sheep stations or big farms operate, to be honest. But after today, I found it was really, really worthwhile doing. It was really informative. I finally made it to Wilcanya after what's been a pretty long, challenging day. I left Trilby Station, which is just south of Louth, this morning, and with the aim of stopping at Tilpa on the way through to Wilcannia and having a bite to eat, having some lunch and topping up with fuel. Unfortunately, Tilpa didn't have any power today, so there was no lunch and there was no fuel. Nothing was working, the bowsers weren't working or anything like that, so never mind, carried on. The dirt roads all the way from Louth through to Wilcannia were pretty challenging today, I have to say. It was quite tough going. A lot of corrugations, a lot of dust, and it was pretty slow. It was probably averaging 60 to 70 kilometres an hour for most of the way. Towing the van was just, makes it a little bit harder. But anyway, I got into Wilcannia this afternoon, topped up with fuel at the BP out the back of Wilcannia, not the one on the main street, not the servo on the main street. There's a BP out the back of the town, and it's also got potable water there as well. So I topped up the water tanks, filled up with diesel, and I made my way out now to the Warrawong by the Darling Caravan Park. It's a couple of kilometres out of Wilcannia. It's quite a nice park, staying in a non-powered site down by the river, and it's lovely. It's a really nice private spot. Flat ground, and it's got a really nice outlook. So non-powered site was $35 a night, and it looks great. I'll probably be heading back into Wilcannia in the morning to have a look around the town and see what's going on there. So it looks like quite an interesting town. And then I'm going to carry on from there on to Manindi Lakes and set up camp there for a while. Well, this is Wilcannia. Just going to have a quick look around. Beautiful Sunday morning, it's a lovely day today. Not a cloud in the sky. Some beautiful old buildings here. Just on the left where this truck's filling up, it's a truck stop, but it carries diesel and unleaded petrol. And it's 24 hours self-serve. It's got a FPOS machine. So it's you go and download your FPOS card and pre-authorise an amount, and then the bouncer opens up and you can top up your tanks. But right next to it is a potable water tap as well, which you can use. Can't really see it here, but just to the left of that diesel sign is a tap, potable water tap, with a sign on it saying this tap water is okay for drinking. The final leg of my Darling River run takes me from Wilcannia down to Manindi Lakes on the western side of the river. The condition of this road was also pretty rough in sections, but with lower tyre pressures and a slow and steady pace, it wasn't too bad. And it was definitely worth it in the end, as it took me to one of the most spectacular free camps I've ever seen on the eastern shore of Lake Pamamaroo. A sensational free camp with plenty of space right on the edge of the lake and stunning sunsets across the water. Thanks so much for taking the time to watch this video. If you enjoyed it, please hit that like button, and it would be great if you could subscribe to the channel. I look forward to sharing my next adventure with you.